Today, we're highlighting the achievements of the winners from the 2024 Thermo Fisher Scientific Junior Innovators Challenge, the nation's premier middle school STEM competition. These remarkable young innovators have taken on some of the most critical issues of our time, from water scarcity to vehicle safety, using creativity and ingenuity to inspire change. We're joined today by two of the top five winners, Tina Jin from San Jose and Sophie Tong from Palo Alto. Good to see you both.
Yeah, good to see you all.
Well, thank you so much to the both of you for being here with us. I'd like to just start off with this question. Tell us a bit about the project that you worked on and how you learned about this competition.
Dina? Yeah, so I initially wanted to go into this competition because I had an idea for what I want to do, and I wanted to bring change into the world. And I think that by going to a science fair, I'll be able to share the findings of my research, or actually do a research to be able to share my findings with a greater scientific community.
That's incredible. And how we'll let your peer here also answer the question.
So my school has always been really interested in science. So I've always heard a lot of good things from my teachers and my upperclassmen about this competition. So it's always kind of been a dream of mine to attend, but I never actually thought I'd be able to make it. But this competition and the entire week was just an amazing, a really amazing experience. So I'm really glad that I was able to join.
Yeah, big congratulations to the both of you. Walk us through the projects that you did work on.
Yeah, so my project was on water filtration, which essentially what I did was I ground up animal bones to be able to filter dirty water into clean water. And I made my filter using 100% natural materials and also household supplies like vinyl tubes or rubber bands, which makes it easily accessible to those in under-resourced areas.
Got it. And what inspired you to want to put that together?
Yeah, so I learned last year summer that 1 in 10 seconds someone dies from unclean drinking water, and whenever I took a cold drink from the refrigerator, I was reminded that some people don't even have access to clean drinking water. So I saw that the pore structure on cow bones had a similar structure to polymer membranes, which is used as a material for water filtration.
Got it. So creative. And Sophie, tell us a bit about your project and what inspired you to put it together.
So I feel we all know that when you're driving in foggy weather, you can't see things very clearly, but not like a lot of us ask why this happens. So my project first wanted to investigate the reasons causing this, or the reasons why we can't see very clearly in fog. And then second of all, it wanted to see if we can kind of reverse engineer and use this understanding to be able to recover specific information under a foggy environment. So those are basically the two main things that I studied in my project.
Wow, that's just incredible. So inspiring, the both of you. So tell us a bit about what next steps are from here. Are you going to continue building on your discoveries from your projects?
Yeah, so I hope to continue doing my research project. I hope for it to be a long-term thing that I'll keep doing. And I hope to be able to actually one day see people filtering dirty water using my method. I just think that would be really cool, and it's a dream of mine.
Wow. Well, I would not be surprised if that actually did come true. Congratulations again. And Sophie, how about you?
So my project was able to find methods that were able to recover specific information about a scene just from a foggy image. And my future work, I think, would be testing this with more realistic situations, such as if you're driving in foggy weather at night, and being able to test this in more realistic situations and basically find out the entire scope in which it can be used in the real life, I think would be my next step.
All right, Tina Jin and Sophie Tong, the winners of this year's Thermo Fisher Scientific Junior Innovators Challenge, both from the Bay Area. So proud of you both, and thank you. Can't wait to see what's next for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.